not a documentary, it's not a movie, it's really a tool to help us do more research and activation for the families. So you won't see this on PBS or Netflix or anything. It's really just, again, a research tool for us to try and activate every resource we can for the families.
Somebody asked the question, who were the Tuskegee Airmen? And my immediate response, it was, well, they were just a bunch of good old red-blooded American boys who did what they had to do in the time they had to do it, and they did it well.
We were the biggest fighter squadron in the whole United States Air Force.
332nd Fighter Group, actually, who did bomber escort, which meant they put their life at jeopardy to make sure that the B-52 bombers got home safe.
It's important for the younger generation to know, first of all, the history of the past, but mainly that in order to overcome obstacles, you have to be excellent. The Tuskegee Airmen stands for excellence. We were people who were in college, we were leaders of our group, we were athletes, we were valedictorians.
Our project involves what we're calling now the Fallen 66. It has to do with those Tuskegee Airmen pilots that were killed. Families have not gotten closure. Those of us who don't know that they died need to understand it.
Widows who wanted to know the circumstances, because I've known some of the missions where some of the people were killed. They wanted to know the circumstances, and I told them what I knew. I saw the plane go down, saw it crash, but I didn't know exactly where, because they were trying to locate the remains and where they might have been buried.
Because they were very special men.
Samuel Gordon, lieutenant, was second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Air Corps, killed in action in 1945. He was a 20-year-old committed to serving his nation, committed to protecting his family, and was willing to sacrifice it all. And he did indeed sacrifice it all.
We're currently investigating the site that we believe to be the location of Captain Lawrence Dixon. The crash site was lost, his remains were never recovered after the war, but as the result of some research by the DPAA, this really appears to be that location. So we're now doing excavations in the hope that we can recover something that we can definitively link to Captain Dixon and thus kind of close the case on what happened to him.
Tell me, weary soldier, from the rude and stirring wars, was my brother in the battle where you gained those noble scars? He was ever brave and valiant, and I know